Merry Christmas, everyone. We're getting ready for this holiday season, and we wanted to show you some ways that we have decorated our home and some great finds that we got on Amazon. This is a Christmas tree that's artificial. It's 7 feet from Go Plus, and I took a chance when I got this. I didn't know how it would look in person, but it turned out looking very realistic. It has a combination of different branches in here. Some of these are more spread out at the ends, and there are other branches that are more condensed. And then they have ones that are frosted over with a little bit of glitter at the tips. I did find that some of the glitter came loose and was falling on my tree skirt. So that's the only thing, but it's been great. And this also came with pine cones embedded into the tree. The setup was pretty good. It gets assembled in 3 parts. So we were very, very happy with the quality of this tree. And just to make the look complete, we put a tree skirt at the bottom. It's a 3D snowflake design. And underneath of this skirt, there's felt, which is nice if you have a wood floor and you just want to protect it. And it's just the basic design. It does the job, and it also covers the base of the tree. Over here in the fireplace area, we put more work into this. We used to not have a mantle shelf on top. So with this, we're able to really decorate the whole fireplace. And just about this shelf, this is made out of wood. It has a beautiful design. It's very simple, but it has these curves that go in and then more curves at the bottom. It's really subtle, but it has a type of elegant look to it, and it's made out of wood. And this is a pretty solid piece. So with this shelf, we were able to put garland on top, and actually the garland that we got on there is very thin. I knew that it would be very thin and not full at all. This is how it came. There was a 2-pack of this, and this is what it looks like. So what I did is I doubled it up, I folded it over, and just ran it along the whole length of the shelf. And then I started decorating with cranberries, faux cranberries. I got the bows somewhere else, and I decorated them with that. And I also have leftover cranberries because there were so many that came in a pack. These are easy to work with. They bend easily, and they have a very nice color to them. This must be made out of foam because it's very soft to touch. It's not hard like a marble, but it's also a mixture of materials, and this works very well. So I was able to incorporate some of that into there. And then I also put in fairy lights just to make it a little more brighter. And the fairy lights came in this 2-pack that I got. So I still have more left over, but I just wound up using 1 set. This also takes batteries. It has 3 AA's, and this is the battery pack. I have a remote control for this, so I can just easily shut them off and on with the remote control. That's what they look like off. So they really add something just to have the lights up here. And you can make them blink. There are 8 different settings, and you can even make them dimmer or brighter. So these are just some of the different settings I'm going through right now. And there is one setting where you can just have them stay still, and that one is it. So over here we have stocking holders. This actually came in a pack of 4, and what was cute is that they have different designs for each one. This is a snowflake, there was a Christmas tree, a snowman, and also a deer. And this metal is really good quality. It looks great on the fireplace, but it also holds the weight of our stockings, which isn't a ton of weight, but it can hold enough for little stocking stuffers. So we were actually able to hang up stockings this year with these. And because they hang so low into the fireplace, we will not be burning any fires. So we have this electric insert from Duraflame. This is also operated with a remote control, or you can operate it manually and you have to plug it in. So I have a remote control here, and you can use the crackle flame effect. You can either not have that sound on, or you can put it on, and you can also turn up the volume on it. So I'm just cycling through some of the crackle, and you can also play around with the flame. You can make them brighter. You can make it more frequent, the way the flames dance in the background. And this is a faux wood log, and it has the lights inside for the effect. And it also has a space heater function with it. So not only does it look nice, but it also works if you want to heat up a small room. I wouldn't say that it could heat up a large room, but we've used it, and since we have small spaces in here, it's worked out pretty good. So now we're gonna, oh, and when we're not using this electric insert, when we're burning real wood fires, we have this little rack, and this rack fits in small spaces. So that's why we got this size. It fits in just right. And then the wood sticks out, but that's fine. And so we're able to stack enough wood for a few fires just with this little rack, and it was very easy to assemble. So now we're gonna go to a wreath that we have on the wall, and this is in our hallway. This wreath is a small size, and so we wanted to use it indoors, and it's a cute size. It's not very bright. It does come with lights in it, and I do wish the lights were a little bit brighter, like the fairy lights that I just showed you guys, but it still looks good, and these lights are more on the yellow side. And it comes with cranberries, it comes with pine cones. It's pretty much fully decorated, and it comes with different types of artificial pine leaves. So this has little, they feel like little sharp branches, and then the other ones are a little bit spread out. And this does not have a remote control, but it has a timer function. So this wreath comes on at the same time every day, and we don't have to touch it. The lights just come on for a certain amount of hours, and then they turn off and come back again. So you have to manually take the wreath and flip the switch. And it also comes with a metal holder, which I'm not using here. We just have it up on a nail. So I'm gonna show you the living room one more time with the lights out. And just to show you how all of these decorations add a lot of ambience to the room, also make it feel a little more cozier. And I think you can get a better view of the fireplace and all the lights, the Christmas tree. So into the dining room, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make a centerpiece for the table. So I took a wood slice. You can use this for many different things, but I wanted to try it out with these candles. This is a set of LED candles that flicker, and they have a nice curved rim, just like when wax melts on a candle. So even though they are LED candles, the quality is very nice. They don't look completely real. I'm turning up the lights here so that you can see this. And oops, I got a cranberry on my sweater. Let me put this back. The bottom is where the batteries go. And the way this was made, you can't see the battery pack from the side. And you can see the lights up top. And this came in a 9-pack. So I have some on my wine bar, and they all shut on and off when I use the remote control. And it also comes with an extra remote control. So when I shut it off, that's how it goes. They all go at the same time. I turn them on. And there's also a timer function for this. If you want to time them from 4 to 8 hours, you can. And then they just come on by themselves. So that part is pretty handy because there's so many of them. And I did put extra cranberries on this just like I did on the fireplace mantle. I didn't spend a lot of time decorating, but I took this garland that was 6 feet long. It's a smoky pine garland that comes with miniature pine cones that you see spread throughout the garland. They're very small. They're miniature size. You can see it next to my finger. And there's also a little bit of texture at the end of this pine. It's almost like a little frosted type of look. So they look pretty realistic, and you can bend them easily. And that's what I did. I just kept bending them and wrapping them around till they went into a circle. And then I just added cranberries in here and the lights. And these fairy lights are on a copper wire. So you can see that is also very flexible. It's thin. And these fairy lights are small but very bright. They are on the white side, and you can see the color compared to this yellow candle. So I just like to wrap the lights around the candles and stick them in around the garland. And they are also battery operated. The only thing is that these don't have a remote control, so you have to manually turn them on or off. And you can see how much light they add. When it's dark, it's just a little bit more drabby, but when they're on, really beautiful. It's still a nice centerpiece, but they just light up so much. And these take 3 AA batteries. And since we use so many batteries everywhere, not only during Christmas, but all year round, we do use a lot of batteries. And especially now, we have so many candles and wreaths. We have extra chargers from Panasonic, and we're using on-loop rechargeable batteries. And my husband's been using these for years, so that's where I got the idea. So he has different charger kits. So I bought this kit. It comes with this. The plug flips out. And then I ordered an extra set of batteries. These are AAA batteries, and they fit at the top. And then the AA's would fit at the bottom. So really you can alternate the different battery sizes in one pack. So that's what we've been doing. We just keep recharging batteries, and it's very handy. And yes, the tablecloth, yes. So this is part of the look. This tablecloth is not very thick, and it's also not the thinnest, but the polyester is pretty sturdy. And you can hear how taut it is. It's been pretty good since we use it every day, and it does well in the washing machine and the dryer. That helps get the wrinkles out. So the shade of red looks good with this whole decor. And to top it off, I use this table runner, and this is actually used for weddings. And you can also use it for special occasions. So that's what we have here. It's about 6 feet long. It's very sheer, and it feels delicate. This one has a little bit of a glimmer effect, and it looks like there's glitter in here. Definitely has a sheen to it. And you can do a lot of layering. It seems like no matter which way you position it, you can't go wrong with the look. You can have it loose like this, or you can have it folded and like the other side. Folded with more visible lines. And what I do is I just let it hang over the side of the table, but I know some people like to tie the ends with ribbons, which is also another idea that you can do. And finally over here, we have clips to hold all of our Christmas cards, and some people can use these for photos too. These lights are not the brightest lights. When we shut the lights out, you can see that you won't see the whole card, but you just have a nice lighting effect. We've been using these for years, and I'm still surprised that they actually work, but they still light up, with the exception of 2 dim ones over here. Everything else is still good. And we have a battery pack, so you can get flickering lights, or you can get them to stay still. There's no remote control for this either, so you just have to flip it manually. So the other thing we used over here are 3M clips, and this is to hold any type of string lights. And the way the clip is, it protects the wire just by keeping it close to the clip. So it really can't fall out. It can move sideways. This is handy for other purposes too, not just Christmas lights, but other types of lights. And I'll just turn the lights off. You can see what it looks like in the dark. This really adds a lot of ambience. And this is the centerpiece again when the lights are off. So this is a small space, and the lighting helped brighten things up a little bit. And so I hope you guys have gotten some ideas and found this whole video useful. These are just things we like to decorate, other things we're trying out this year. And want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and thanks for letting us share these products with you. Hope you have a great season.